Because of this increment, you need to understand now that the target should be what you can afford. Now, if you do not have the money, do not approach a school that the tuition is $18,000. If you do not have money, do not apply for a 2 years program. This video may not be the best video, but I just have to inform you that there is updates coming from the Minister of Immigration of Canada. There is a change with proof of funds. So people, I just want to inform you guys that there is an update as we are talking now. There is an update when it concerns the proof of funds to study in Canada, and I must tell you that it is going to be very hard for a lot of people to immigrate. Yes, if you don't know, there are a lot of changes now that the Minister of Immigration, Mr. Mark, did yesterday. So I'm going to explain to you every detail that happened. But if you were thinking of immigrating to Canada in 2024, then just know that there is an increase in proof of funds. So I'm going to tell you, first of all, how much has changed or how much you need as proof of funds as it stands from January 2024. If you are still to apply this month, then this does not concern you, right? But if you are to apply for a study permit by January 2024, then you have to listen to the entire video. I will talk about what has changed, then I will talk about what was before, then I will talk about what you need to do, then I will talk about what may help you. But if you think that this money is going to be enough for you, I will advise you kindly strategize now. A lot of other countries will open January. European countries, you can equally put your eggs in those baskets. Do not rely on Canada alone. According to the information coming from the Minister of Immigration, the new proof of funds that you need currently is $20,635. This is money for living costs, not tuition fee, not miscellaneous, not anything. So before, well, this is the new figure, $20,635. So you need this money for 1 year in case you are going to be studying for 1 year. Of course, well, proof of funds was initially 1 year, and according to IRCC, it is still 1 year. But what you basically need now as living cost money is $20,635 before your tuition fee, before your transportation or miscellaneous. Remember, before we used to have $10,000 for living costs, tuition fee plus miscellaneous. Now you need $20,635 for living costs plus tuition fee plus miscellaneous for 1 year. And do not forget that I have always said that, though it is not written on IRCC and statistics have shown that only people who usually document that they have all their tuition fee in their accounts or in their sponsor's account usually scale through with a visa. So this is what is going to happen. You need to document that you have tuition fee for 1 year plus this new $20,635 plus miscellaneous, that's transportation, like $4,000 or $5,000. But if you show your tuition fee for 1 year, does it guarantee you to get the visa? I do not think so. So the best thing to do is just make sure you have your entire tuition fee plus $20,635 plus extra 3, 4 or 5,000 Canadian dollars for miscellaneous, that's for your transportation. Then don't forget, this is the money you should be looking at. Now let's look at the things you need to do. Remember, you are not just showing this money. If you've been watching my videos on proof of funds, you will understand why you are not just showing this money in your bank account. There is a special way you need to do it. There are documents you need to show, and of course it does not depend only on proof of funds. You still need to document home ties, you still need to document letter of explanation. You need to explain properly. Now, documents to show how you are getting the money is very important when it comes to study in Canada, because not just even Canada, a lot of other countries are interested in how you got that money in your bank account or how your sponsor got it in his account. So you have to put all this into consideration. It is very important. Okay, now let's go to the advice that I will give, or the suggestion. Suggestion number 1: do not put your eggs only in Canada. Look at your money. strategize, look at other countries, look at their proof of funds. Then you do applications to these countries immediately as it is January, because most countries in Europe would open January. But if your focus is only on Canada, then you have to keep chasing. If you don't have the money, you work more to save more. Now, another thing is these changes that you see on the proof of funds to study in Canada. We are not sure if it's changed for those who want to immigrate with family. Probably the cost for one individual is still going to remain $4,000. Now, if your focus is in Canada, understand that this particular amount, this $20,635, is for this year. And according to the minister, they are going to be doing it yearly, because everything has increased in Canada. I usually tell you people, housing has gone up, feeding, money for living costs have gone up, accommodation, everything. So they are going to be increasing it every year. That is the statement from the minister. As of January, those of us who want to study September 2024, this is where it have bad. It have bad for us. And now our brothers in Nigeria, as the money is increasing, they keep getting a lot of problems. I have people who couldn't apply for their visas because of this increment of their currency. So, like I said, there will still be more changes when it comes to tuition fee, because remember, IRCC is bringing all of this. Probably they want to stop some people. I cannot really say, maybe because of the crisis they are already seeing, or a whole lot, but this is barely because everything has skyrocketed. So they are just looking for means to make sure international students balance their stay in Canada. Of course, you are not going to tell the immigration that you are going to work before you sponsor yourself, right? Now, understand that those who are looking at PR, you should also expect some updates when it comes to PR. You should also expect updates when it comes to a lot of things now. And for those who are waiting for PR application or who are already in the pool, I will advise you to be looking at other possibilities or other pathways to immigrate, because you shouldn't be waiting for PR. Remember, those categories that we have already for this are going to change this time. Another suggestion I will want to give you now, and you should put this into consideration, because of this increment, you need to understand now that the target should be what you can afford. Now, if you do not have the money, do not approach a school that the tuition is $18,000. If you do not have money, do not apply for a 2-year program. If you do not have money, make sure you don't apply to university. Go to colleges, because universities and colleges, the workload is not the same. University has more workload. I explained this before. And if again you do not have money, you are still struggling to find yourself in there, make sure that you apply to 1-year diploma or certificate programs, and make sure it is DLI PGWP eligible.